Welcome to another exciting episode of Gibbon Travelogue. I'm Lilian.
And I'm Gilbert.
And we're at
Kumamoto. Can you see the back here? Kumamoto is one of the cities in Kyushu Island, and it's famous for two things, the Takachiho Gorge as well as Kumamoto Castle. Shall we explore this place, Lilian?
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
In our last couple of episodes, we started our road trip from Fukuoka, visited the onsen town of Beppu, and also explored the charming Yufuin. In this episode, we journey into the land of fire and samurai, Kumamoto. This region is home to Japan's largest active volcano, sweeping grasslands, and one of the country's most iconic castles. We leave Yufuin behind and head towards Mount Aso. The drive takes us through winding mountain roads and forests before opening up to a lookout point with a panoramic view of Aso City, resting quietly inside the world's largest caldera. After less than 2 hours, we arrive at Aso-Kuju National Park, a landscape shaped by millennia of volcanic eruptions, covering the central highlands of Kyushu. At its heart lies the Aso caldera, one of the largest volcanic calderas in the world, stretching about 25 kilometers across. Inside this massive basin, entire towns, villages, and farmland thrive, surrounded by towering peaks and lush grasslands. The park is most famous for Mount Aso, an active volcanic group made of 5 peaks: Neko, Taka, Naka, Iboshi, and Kishima. Among them, Mount Nakadake remains one of the few volcanoes in the world. When activity levels are low, visitors can walk right up to the edge and look down into the crater. Unfortunately, path to the crater closes at 5 p.m. and we arrive a little too late, so we can only admire the crater from afar. Behind Nakadake stands Mount Takadake, the largest peak in the region at 1,592 meters. Its height carries symbolic meaning for locals. 1592 can be read as Higokuni, the old name for Kumamoto, tying the mountain to the very identity of the region. Another highlight is Kusasenri, the grassland of 1,000 ri. This wide open plain was once the floor of an ancient crater, now transformed into a peaceful meadow where cattle and horses graze freely. This landscape has long been celebrated in poetry and painting, and today remains one of the most photographed spots in Aso. The park is also home to Mount Kishimadake, a relatively young volcano formed only about 4,000 years ago. Trails lead to its summit, rewarding hikers with sweeping views of the caldera and the Kujo Mountains beyond. After a full day outdoors, we head back to Kumamoto City for dinner. We come across a restaurant, West Yakiniku, which offers a Wagyu beef buffet for just 2,990 yen per person. This gives all of us the opportunity to savor the region's famous melt-in-your-mouth flavor. Wow, so happy, man. Out of control. We stayed the night at the Nikko Hotel Kumamoto, right in the city center. Let's go. This is Nikko Hotel in Kumamoto. Basic stuff, I think it's okay. Everything clean. The next morning, we visit Kumamoto Castle, one of Japan's great 3 castles alongside Himeji and Matsumoto. It is a fortress of history, legends and resilience, shaped by centuries of warlords, rebellions and rebirth. The castle was built in the early 1600s by Katō Kiyomasa, famed for his genius in castle construction. His design combined elegance with practicality. The steep Mushageshi walls made scaling nearly impossible, and the vast castle grounds contained more than 100 wells and hidden storerooms, ensuring survival during siege. Kiyomasa even ordered Ginkgo trees to be planted inside the grounds, both as a food source and as symbols of endurance. One of these trees, now over 400 years old, is called the Great Ginkgo Tree. It stands tall beside the main keep, a living witness to all that has unfolded here. After the fall of the Katō clan, the castle came under the control of the Hosokawa family, who ruled Kumamoto for over 2 centuries during the Edo period. The Hosokawa lords maintained the castle as a political and cultural center. Under their governance, Kumamoto flourished not only militarily, but also in arts and learning. Samurai culture thrived here, blending martial tradition with scholarship, poetry, and Confucian ideals. The Hosokawa also expanded the castle's defenses, maintaining its reputation as one of the most formidable fortresses in Japan. Even in times of peace, Kumamoto Castle stood as a reminder of the samurai spirit that defined the domain. The castle's greatest trial came during the Satsuma Rebellion of 1877, when Saigo Takamori and his samurai forces rose against the new Meiji government. Fascinating accounts tell of the desperate days inside. Soldiers rationed food and water, relying on the ginkgo trees and hidden stores of grain. They endured constant bombardment, and the walls and keeps held strong. The rebellion left a lasting mark on the region's memory, showing the deep tensions between old samurai ideals and Japan's new future. Even in modern times, the castle has suffered, most notably during the 2016 Kumamoto earthquake, when walls collapsed, tiles fell, and towers cracked. Yet restoration continues, and the castle once again rises from the scars of history.
How bad this castle is quite good.
At the foot of Kumamoto Castle, just outside its mighty stone walls, lies Sakura-no-Baba Josaien, a lively cultural village that brings the castle town of the samurai era back to life. The name itself tells the story. Sakura refers to the cherry blossoms, no-baba to the riding grounds once used by samurai for martial training, and Josaien means castle town garden. Together, they evoke both history and celebration. Josaien was built as a gateway to the castle, recreating the atmosphere of an Edo period castle town. This is the perfect place to try Kumamoto specialties. We have a nice lunch here. Beyond food, Josaien is home to cultural spaces such as the Kumamoto Castle Museum, Waku-Wakuza, where interactive exhibits bring the history of the castle and the city to life. Here, visitors can learn about Katō Kiyomasa, the genius behind Kumamoto Castle, experience samurai armor displays, and explore multimedia shows that explain the castle's construction, the Satsuma Rebellion, and the 2016 earthquake.
Bro, they said buffaloes cannot go on the horses.
From the castle, we drive about 1 hour and 45 minutes to Takachiho Gorge, one of Kyushu's most breathtaking natural wonders. Carved by the Gokase River over thousands of years, the gorge is a dramatic landscape of sheer basalt cliffs and emerald green waters. The walls of the gorge rise up to 100 meters. Their vertical columns form from ancient lava flows of Mount Aso. As the lava cooled, it cracked into long hexagonal patterns, nature's artistry frozen in stone. At the heart of the gorge is Manai Falls, a slender 17-meter-high waterfall that cascades elegantly into the river below. The view of the falls, framed by basalt walls, have become an iconic image of Takachiho, often appearing in travel posters and guidebooks. Visitors can enjoy the gorge in two ways. From above, walking paths trace the cliff edge, offering panoramic views of the river winding far below. From below, rental boats allow you to paddle directly into the gorge, right beneath the spray of Manai Falls. But Takachiho Gorge is more than a natural wonder. It is also a sacred place in Japanese mythology. According to legend, it was here in Takachiho that the sun goddess Amaterasu hid herself in a cave, plunging the world into darkness. The other gods gathered to coax her out, and when she emerged, light returned to the world. This myth links Takachiho to the very origins of Japan. Another legend is tied to the Kihachi no Chikaraishi, a massive boulder weighing nearly 200 tons found near the gorge. The story tells of a giant named Kihachi who hurled the stone in a show of strength, only to be defeated by the god Niken Uno Mikoto. The boulder remains a silent reminder of the ancient struggles between gods and mortals. Because of these myths, the entire Takachiho area is considered a sacred land of the gods. After a full day of sightseeing, we return to Kumamoto City for a visit to Nishiginza Street. Nishiginza is a warren of narrow alleyways filled with izakaya pubs, yakitori stands, and tiny bars. The atmosphere is cozy, welcoming, and full of Showa-era charm, more local than touristy. We have our dinner at an izakaya called Dasho Suisan. Ika.
Oh, wait. I'm busy now.
After dinner, we have a quiet evening back at our hotel. On our final morning, we set out on our road trip once again. Leaving Kumamoto behind, we drive into the rolling hills of Fukuoka Prefecture, where the landscape begins to change. Here, in the town of Yame, spreads one of Japan's most famous tea-growing regions, the Yame Central Tea Plantation. The rolling hills here are blanketed with endless rows of neatly trimmed tea bushes, producing high-quality green tea known for its rich aroma and deep flavor. Within the plantation is a very nice cafe called Green Monster. Here, visitors can enjoy tea tastings, walk the plantation grounds, and learn about the craft of tea making that has been passed down for generations. We have some nice matcha cakes and our milk green tea for a light breakfast. With the fragrance of tea still in the air, we leave Kumamoto behind and continue our Kyushu road trip. Our next destination, Nagasaki.
Is it?
Okay, that's all, folks.
Okay, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a like, leave a comment for us, and subscribe to
Gibbon
Travelog.
Travelog.
Until our next video, we'll see you again. Bye bye.
Okay.
Mata ne.
いつに来てもいいように声かけてこの子たちも出てきたから一緒に城山に